what gives you hope for next season? Because if you believe there needs to be major changes, what major changes gives you hope? Is it the director? What is it?
I can't have hope. I mean, as a football fan, you've
You can't
always got
have
like
hope.
I don't know how far the hope thing goes. I'm an Arsenal fan. We'll always support our football club. We'll always have a level of blind optimism with it being a new season and a new beginning. But I need my hope to be based around evidence. And I think fans can be forgiven if you were naive and thought the club might have changed the corner in last season. We finished 2 points off City. Yeah, we shot ourselves in the foot, but we was good. You would have thought in the summer we're going to sign some upgrades, as we've just discussed earlier. We're going to keep it moving. We never done that. If you want me to have hope, I'm not talking about you directly. If the club want me to have hope, you need to bring me a striker. You need to bring me a centre mid. Mikel Arteta needs to show me an evolution in his tactics when things are going left. These things will give me hope. Apart from me just supporting the club and hoping we can do things, there'll be a time I hope that I genuinely believe in August Arsenal can win the league. With a lot of favourable conditions, we can win stuff. But that's not how life works. I don't like ifs and buts. I don't like couldas and wouldas and shouldas. I can't have hope. Berta, if you're asking, if you were to really whittle it down, maybe the sporting director, because of his experience, because of all of that kind of stuff that he does. But at the end of the day, he's one man. I can't look at him like he's the Messiah. He's joined in March. To summer's around the corner. He can have all the ideas as he wants, Egal. If people are not following him in his mission, it's a myth. And I'm not saying it's the same, but in terms of even to a degree with the sporting director thing, like Mislintat was seen as the diamond eyes, Raul Sanye was seen as the experienced one. Now, I'm not saying Berta's going to be a flop. I'm just saying I've been here before with the kind of stuff, and I actually agree with Jamie Carragher's peak stuff because it's all we've gone over the project now. Edu's left, so we're going to get a new Don there. The club, the players, sorry, need a bit of replenishing. So there might be, you could argue there's at least 2 to 3 different positions. So yeah, like there's a bit of replenishing to be doing. I can only be as hopeful as what they showed me. If they showed me a striker in all these positions, then I could be like, okay, we're serious. But I'm in proof mode, man. If I'm in proof mode, I think we've got a good base. We could build on this, but we've stagnated this season. We've missed an opportunity in these 3 years. It's a big L, without a doubt, bro.
Mm,
It's not. It's not on.
that's wow. It's a
It's
lot,
trouble,
man.
bro.
To
I don't
say
understand. Can you be
you
optimistic?
have no to say you have no hope unless you see major changes.
I
Are
don't have
you
blind hope.
are you on the fence with Arteta to the point where you're saying, you know what, he might not be the guy. We might need to move away from him.
I'm because of where we're at, and because again, Mikel Arteta and actually everyone at the club, rightly or wrongly, I haven't agreed with everyone's decisions. But rightly or wrongly, you've done everything to get us here. You've got us to second. I'm only intrigued now in how we get over the line. One love for the rebuild and everyone that's played a part. There's no point waffling about, oh, he's raised the standards and he's done all this. I applaud you for that. You did that. Great stuff. In the same way Wenger did when he initially came here and those before him, you did that. Now the conversation is about creating memories and history. We have a very good team. Everything's on up for debate. I don't think it's as clear cut as I'm not quite at the pitchfork stage of Mikel Arteta, like get him out. Da, da, da. I think he's a good coach. I think you have some good tactics. I think you've got a lot of good stuff, but equally, you've shot yourselves in the foot a lot of the time. Like there's a lot you need to do on a football field in terms of your own tactics to also help us get over the line. Signing players is only one thing. I think everything should be up for debate. I think people, for people that provide balance. I don't think for balanced individuals that want Arteta gone, I think there is a debate for Mikel Arteta to be gone. In other circumstances, he could have, should have, or would have been sacked. I don't think he's got a leg to stand on. Equally, I can see where people are coming from with persisting him. For me, the gloves are off for everyone. If Arteta left tomorrow, I'm not going to cry if he stays, which is going to be the case. He's getting 15 mil a year. It is what it is, man. We know it's non-debatable because we know he's not going anywhere. He's got a new deal. As I said, we had that little period of Edu and Arteta. The sporting directors left. They don't want Arteta to leave at this moment in time. It's not making sense. I've got as much faith as these lot show me. If I have faith of anybody connected to Arsenal Football Club, it'd be anyone in that first team who's come through Haylen that's a player like that. Gabriel, David Raya, Timber, Rice, and the same names that you would probably say. They're the only ones, but they're players. When I have my 105 million man Declan Rice coming out and saying, I'm sure the club will sign players because Tierney's playing left wing and nothing's being done, I wonder the conversations in there. I'm not going to say the players have been sold a dream, but I do think they have been sold a dream. Like, we can't sit here and keep blaming the board because I don't think they've always helped Arteta. But at the end of the day, they've given my man money. He has taken the job initially and he's liked it so much. He signed a new deal, bro. So I'm only as hopeful as I can see. I can't be on. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan. I support the club. I want us to win everything. New season, new optimism, and all of that kind of stuff. But if nothing changes, bro. How much times can you do the same things expecting something different? It's
Let
put
me
up
let
or
me
shut
say,
up.
let me
If
say
you don't want
this.
to win a league, show me.
You've seen the videos of Arsenal fans saying they would not sell Bukayo Saka if it meant they win the league. Would you sell Bukayo Saka right now if it meant we win the league?
For
Would
a
you
Premier
sell
League, no. Not for a
what?
Premier League. Not for a Premier League.
For Champions League, you'd say yes.
Yeah. Big up Bukayo though, but yeah, we ain't done that. Some things have to happen, bro. Like, yeah. I've seen Thierry Henry leave my club, bro. Like, nothing can break me no more, cuz. Like, the hell?
It's true, it's true. It's
Come
true.
on, man.
That's a random question. But
Nah, I
bringing it
like that,
back,
man. That threw
bringing
me
it
off
back,
slightly.
bringing it back. Um, what kind of profile do we need in these areas? Because we're looking at all these things at this point. Do we need to just forget about the profile, just bring in experienced winners who've been able to score goals at a high level, or do we need to nitpick and look for this specific profile? Because I feel like in the hunt for the specific player, we're leaving ourselves short going into each window, coming out of each window.
I would love to know what the specific kind of remit is, and this striker that Arsenal are going to sign, based on what we hear around Arteta, and he wants this from a striker, and that it's got to be the best thing since sliced bread. I hear you with the proven winner stuff, and obviously, whether you've won stuff at club level, cups, leagues, whatever, your country, there's all of that. But I've kind of moved beyond that because you can have a winning mentality without necessarily being a winner per se. Like Gabriel Magalhaes, what has he really won in his career? I think he's got, for me, having a winning mentality is when the chips are down, standing up to be counted. A bit like David Raya, made a mistake against United. He still did his thing, not really feeling sorry for himself kind of thing. And I've kind of gone away from that because whether we rate these players or not, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Kai Havertz, technically Declan Rice, Partey, a lot of these guys have won stuff in their careers. Hasn't really meant much in the grand scheme of things. In terms of the personnel, I think where you look at the striker, it's a peculiar one because being a striker for Arsenal Football Club is almost a selfless task. If anything, our wingers get more freedom and whatnot. You're going to have to be able to work the channels, link up play and all of that, and also score goals. So go and find that. But I do think it has to center around the ability to score goals. At the end of the day, like that turns defeats into draws into victories, more points on the board. And considering where we are and where Liverpool are at and how much we lost out on last season, it tells you everything. And also in crunch time moments. So yeah, and it's not even anything necessarily specific to Arteta when you deep it. Bar Haaland, whose general play is improved, half the strikers in today's day and age, it's not a standing still, occupying the centre half things. You've got to be quite fluid. And I think with you see half of the strikers linked with us, they all show elements of that, which is why Isaac would be a dream, but it remains a dream. Midfield is peculiar because are we going to persist with Declan Rice as this 8? I think we will. So we probably need to go and find that 6. I don't feel it will be like a typical English kind of 6, what Declan Rice was prior to signing for the football club. It might be a more cultural kind of 6 like Zubamendi. So that's probably that. A winger, I just want somebody with good decision making, but above all, a real like with Saka, a real 1v1 demon. I'm not saying you have to be taking your man on 50 million times a game, but you've played football yourself. If you're a fullback and you know you're playing against Saka or one of them kind of guys, in this day and age where fullbacks got to go forward, you're gonna think twice. Yeah, because you're indirectly scared. Right, if I get in a foot race with him, maybe I'll drop off a couple yards and show him a bit of respect. So I want that, but I would say ideal
Or
world.
if you're gonna go in for a duel, win it. Because Calafiori, I don't know if you know, he had a 17% duel rate or something like that in the last game. Out of the duels that he went into, he won 1.5. How is that possible?
I don't know, man. And this is why when, I still maintain I got faith in Calafiori. I'm not going to write a 22-year-old off in his first season. But at the end of the day, people say he's a centre half, not a left back. If you defend like that at fullback, especially in how Arteta wants his centre back to pull out wide, and just as a centre back already, you clearly can't be a centre back. All your strengths are in the middle and final third, all your highlights at this moment. But he just needs to go on a crash course, if I'm completely honest with you, defensively. But yeah, man, I just want level raises, man. I'll be real, man. Obviously, quality, it comes with paying big money. And as you kind of said with the Premier League proven kind of thing, we have bought Premier League proven quote unquote players before, and it's not necessarily worked. But I just want the right players, man. Like it's refreshing, mainly around our defenders. Like obviously people have bad games, but it's refreshing knowing Saka is going to do what he's doing. Even if we could get someone that does 50% of Saka, it's refreshing seeing Saka, seeing Lewis Skelly,
Talking
seeing
about
Timber
Saka,
and whatnot, just doing their
talking
jobs.
about Thank you for watching that short clip. Hopefully you enjoyed that video and you left a like on the video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the discussion that we just had. And of course, as always, ladies and gentlemen, do me a big favor. If you can like the goddamn video, it goes a long way. And of course, if you want to check out some of the other content that's on my channel, it'll be here somewhere on the screen. But for now, I bid you guys adieu. Respect for watching and for getting up to this level. You're a real one.